advantage of the Upper Darby Cellars Library. As several people have said, we're doing things that other townships should start doing these days in opening a new building like this. I don't really have a whole lot to say, but I want to thank a couple of people for everything they have done towards this building. Of course, Mayor Cozy, Tom Judge, Representative Severa, Judy Gentile, Nate Woodson, everybody on council, everybody in the township that has worked so hard with putting this together for us. The staff at the Municipal Township Library that have just been doing yeoman's work the last few weeks getting this place together. The people in Public Works, Dan Lutz and especially Allison Lee, who took my calls whenever I called her and answered any question. The architects, the Masaccio Associates, on and on and on we could go. But at this point, I would like to just turn this over to President of our board, Judy Gentile, and just a few words to say to us.
Good afternoon. I'm going to check my watch. It is afternoon. And believe me, this is a good afternoon. Those of us who are involved in libraries understand that what is happening here is phenomenal. It just doesn't happen where an administrator will call a president of a board and say, would you like a new building? Just like that. And that's exactly what happened. And I just, when I picked myself up off the floor and called Nancy, we were just, it just doesn't happen. The way that we work in this township is like no other. And we hope that this continues for a good many more years. Members of our board are here. If you would just kind of come up to the front here, just so members of the board. By the way, this is Coleman Cellars. Many of you might not realize it, but there has been a Cellars, direct descendant of the Cellars family, on our board since the beginning of the board of the library. So this is our board. And I want to give us an extra special thank you to Mario Severa. Mario has done a lot for this township. We sorely do miss him, not just for the library, but for the school district as well. He is a wonderful man who does nothing but support our area. And thank you so much, Mario. And our mayor, Mayor Makozy. What could ask for a better administrator than Tommy? We love you, Tommy. Thank all of you for your support. This is a wonderful, wonderful day. As I say, very unusual day, a very wonderful day.
Library was getting outdated and older, and when we looked at that, Tom and I, we reached out to Mario, and sure enough, he came through with the $700,000 we needed to be able to begin this project. But a project doesn't just begin with bricks and mortar. We went out and reached the community, we met with all the neighbors here, and we wanted something that would spark up this area from an older synagogue that was here for years, that was a fixture in the community back in the early 30s and 40s and 50s, and now, based on their input, they wanted something that looked a little more like houses, not an institutional building that would show bricks and mortar with a flat roof. They wanted the architecture, and we let them just spring out, and we stepped aside. And this is as a result of collaborative effort between neighbors, our great staff, Allison and Dan. Allison has put her heart and soul in this project all the way through the winter, and anyone that's done construction projects knows nothing's easy, especially with the librarians, because I've dealt with them before when I built the Primus Library. They're very articulate on what they want as far as books and space and the brightness. And we are moving into a next generation of libraries that we would never have imagined when we were children, and that this library is the second largest use of computers in the entire county. So that has been integrated into this for future use to add and expand. Although you still need to maintain the books and the research and the Dewey system. They're very impressed that I remember that from my grade school years. I know they say they don't use it anymore, but I remember it. But the beauty of this is it starts an engine. If you look at some of the older buildings in Upper Darby, we want to start, this is our engine, and this is going to take us to the next generation of newer buildings along this entire corridor. It's here. We have people calling us every day. They want to locate here in Upper Darby because we are the epicenter of the future of Delaware County. This community has 67 different languages. 67 different countries will walk through these doors and be able to communicate back home. We have library resources for them. They meet and they greet here every night. We build a small community room for them if they want to meet and reach out. And that, going forward, is what we need to build Upper Darby on. It's our home. Our cultures are unbelievable. I've been to every country and I never left Upper Darby. It's amazing the cultures that are here. Lou DeFlicker's here from the school district, as well as Judy's on the school board, Maureen Carey. You can see the reach out of the different people we have. I just want to personally thank, as mayor, all the efforts of this gentleman, and along with my father also, I can't leave him out. These two gentlemen were probably for more, they call it WAMs back then, but legislative initiatives is the name, than any legislators in the entire state of Pennsylvania. But this is the last one that Mario did, and I want to thank you, sir.
Thank you, Tom. First of all, members of Upper Darby Council and their support over the years, Mayor Miccosi, and I would be remiss, our district attorney's here this afternoon, and God bless Mike Green. He's always at every function that we have, and when he was on he was a former member of Delaware County Council, which I serve now. But I'm going to be brief. Nate Goodson came to me and said to me, we need something more in the 7th Councilmatic District, and that was when I was the state representative. The mayor called and said, Mayor, what can we do with this corner? I want to do more. I want to expand the library service. Do you think you can get the funds? Well, I just happened to be the state representative at that moment, and I was the chairman of the Appropriations Committee. So the two of them worked together. But we're better than Upper Darby Township to start something like this. Remember, it all goes back to education. We have to educate our society. People don't have the dollars today like they had several years ago, and not every family can have a computer. A library system has that. Not every family back when I was growing up could have an encyclopedia. The library service has that. This building and the knowledge that will come out of this building to teach our future generation, this was money well spent. And I can't say enough to this community. I was raised here. I love it. It's going to go on. We're going to capture a lot of things. Just because I'm on Delaware County Council doesn't mean that I stay and can't help. And I enjoy the county government as much as I did the state. So Mayor, thank you for everything. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. And to our library service and Judy, we wish you the best.
Thank you, Matt. I love the best. And we have some dignitaries here. We have Councilman Nate Goodson, is a councilman of the 7th District, but for some light refreshments inside. And Ann Baradacco, you got to raise your hand, all right?
Okay. This time I remembered the scissors. Still haven't found a really big pick, that's all.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Keep running into each other. Lastly, we're around. Rep. Davidson, it's good to see you. Hi. How are you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you, all right? Very good. Welcome.
How are you?
What's up, Pete? Very good? I'm good. I'm good? Hey, man, good to see you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Chase, how you doing, all right?
When I go out. Exactly.